Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. I'm so happy to have you guys. So I have been so excited for this video. It is filled with tons of fun Valentine's Day treat ideas. I love to make holiday themed food. I just think it's so much fun, and every year I always like to make heart-shaped pancakes for my kids and just everything heart-shaped. So I'm so excited for you guys to see the things that I came up with. I'm going to be making a really easy drink. It is so good. I hope you guys will try it because it is really easy. So if you try any of these recipes, let me know down in the comments and tell me if you liked them. I'm also going to be making heart-shaped chocolate covered strawberries. That was my first time making them and they turned out all right. So I think I definitely need to tweak some things if I make them again, but they were still super cute. I'm also going to be making kind of like a trifle. I don't know technically if I have to like add pudding or something like that to call it a trifle, but it's really good. I also make something that you could definitely serve for breakfast. It's like yogurt and it's layered with graham crackers and it's just so easy and so good. And I'm also going to be making one of my favorites, Oreo Truffles. They are so good, but with a little twist. They are going to be red velvet Oreos. I am super excited. So let's get into the video and make a bunch of yummy Valentine's Day treats. Now, I wanted to say that today's video is actually a collab with a bunch of amazing women here on YouTube. Katie from Life with the Love Days put this collab together, and I'm so thankful that she did. Thank you, Katie, for doing that. And I want to make sure that you guys check the description box so you can watch all of their videos. So as you can see, you only need the sparkling ice, some heavy whipping cream, and then whipped cream for the top. So you just want to take a glass and fill it almost all the way filled with the sparkling ice, and you're going to add a couple tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. And then you're just going to top it off with the whipped cream, and you can make it really fun and festive by adding some sprinkles. And I also added a strawberry to the glass because I thought that just made it so cute. But this combination really tastes amazing. Definitely try it. Now, this next treat that I'm going to be making is chocolate covered strawberries. Now, I am using the chocolate almond bark just because I find that it melts super nicely, and I found out the hard way that if you don't use the right type of melting chocolate for chocolate covered strawberries, that it just does not work very well. You want to make sure that you're going to dry your strawberries to make sure that they're not wet. This is going to help the chocolate stick way better. And then I found actually it's a lot better to cut the strawberries in half first and then take off the stem. That way, I don't know, I try to carve it a little bit to make the edges a little more rounded to help with the heart shape. Now you're just going to put them together to look like a heart and stick a toothpick in the middle to keep them in place. And once you do that, you're just going to dip them in the melted chocolate. Now I am pretty sure you actually want to dip them and have them with the flat side facing up. Now I'm not quite sure because when I did it, I just thought they looked a little bit strange with the rounded side up, but they still did resemble a heart. It wasn't as perfect as I was hoping for, but this was my first time trying this, and I'm definitely not giving up. I will try to perfect how I can make them look even more like a heart. you can definitely get creative with this. You can use different types of chocolate. You can drizzle with white chocolate. You can do all different things, add sprinkles on top, but I just kept these very basic and they still turned out cute. Like I said, I want to experiment with them more and try to perfect them. So let me know if you make these and if you found any ways to make them look a lot more like a heart. Now this next dessert is kind of like a deconstructed strawberry shortcake. I wanted to do a trifle, but I did not have the pudding and I just did not have the time to make homemade pudding. So this is what I ended up doing. I'm making my own whipped cream and it's super simple. All you need is heavy whipping cream and I like to sweeten it with pure maple syrup. This tastes so good. Now what I did is I wanted to make the whipped cream a little bit more sweet because I'm not going to sweeten the fruit. I'm going to be using a buttered pound cake and we have these really cute Parfait cups or trifle, like mini trifle cups, and I really like that. So first I'm just going to cube the pound cake and I did cheat a little bit. I bought this from Walmart. I was going to make a homemade one, but it was just easier to do it this way just because I was making more than one dessert in in a few days with all of the things that I wanted to show you guys, and I didn't think we needed to have tons of dessert laying around, so it was just a lot easier to buy a small loaf of pound cake. And now it's time for the fun part, assembling everything. So I decided to kind of layer the fruit first along the sides just so you could see it. I thought it would be pretty that way. And then I'm going to put some cubes of pound cake and then layer it with the whipped cream. And I ended up fitting 2 layers in this. The kids wanted to make their own, so I let them assemble their own and they decided to eat them right away, and it was such a big hit. They loved it. I did end up putting the rest of them in the refrigerator and letting them sit, and that tasted amazing. Now the next thing we're going to make is the Oreo Truffles, and I have the red velvet ones from Aldi along with some almond bark and 1 block of cream cheese. So you're just going to put the whole entire pack of Oreos in your food processor and blend them up until you get them as fine as you can. Now I am just mixing the cream cheese with the Oreos, and I found it was easier to use one of those ground beef smashers. It kind of made everything blend together a lot better. I'm also using my cookie scoop, and I'm just going to scoop all of them onto some wax paper. And then you want to put them in the freezer and let them chill for about 30 minutes. Now you don't want to skip this step because you're going to be coating them in white chocolate, and this will help it not to kind of get a bunch of crumbs in the chocolate when you're doing that. Now, I did find this part to be a little difficult just because I could not get the toothpick to come out very easily, and so it did end up making a little bit of a mark on them, but I did just cover it up with some of the white chocolate. So you just want to dip all of them in the white chocolate, and then you can decorate them with sprinkles, or if you had some crushed up cookie crumbs, you could do that as well. Like I said, you can just get creative with this one as well. So this is what they ended up looking like. They're not perfect, but they are super delicious, and if you make them, let me know down in the comments. Now, the next and last thing that I'm going to be making is yogurt parfaits. So here I have some raspberry yogurt, some crushed up graham crackers, and some fruit. You can use any type of yogurt, but I did want to stick with something that was pink just to go along with Valentine's Day. And then I'm using the graham crackers. I've actually never thought about using graham crackers until I saw it in a recipe, and I will try to make sure and link all of the recipes that I used or what I kind of based my ideas off of. So then you just layer the yogurt, graham cracker, more yogurt, you'll do more graham cracker, and then fruit. Now, of course, you can layer fruit, too, but I just decided to put a couple pieces on top. So I think this is great for a healthy snack or even a breakfast on Valentine's Day. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I would love if you could subscribe. And don't forget to check out the link in my description box. That way you can watch everyone else's amazing Valentine's Day treat videos. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.